What is going on, everybody? It is Dylan with Astrodfs, bringing you a brand new video. Today's video, I'm going over my first Dynasty team that I had this season. Now, this one was a what's called an orphan team, so basically taking over a team that the owner didn't want for whatever reason. Fill in, have another roster. And this one was definitely a challenge in a one quarterback league. I'm not too fond of one quarterback leagues. It's just very odd sometimes. I like the super flex. But I do have a couple of the one quarterback leagues. But overall, this is my first Dynasty team. So kind of go over it, where I finished, pieces I added, and what I'm looking forward to for the next season for this roster. So quarterback, still cut Lamar, Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan. If you haven't seen this video, I made the video, I think, going up after my draft, but Malik Willis on my taxi, and then picked up Jacoby Brissett during the season as well, just because Lamar went down, Russ wasn't playing good, and Matt Ryan was out, so I needed a quarterback to play, and Brissett kind of filled that role here and there when I needed one. Running backs to finish the season was Zeke, Etienne, Malcolm Brown, Gus Edwards, Snoop Connor, and Jordan Mason. So not really a lot of depth at there either. And then wide receiver, Amari Cooper, DJ Chark, Allen Lazard, Treylon Burks, Rashard Bateman, Tyler Boyd, Robinson, DeAndre Carter, Khalif Raymond, Quez Watkins, KJ Hamler, Brian Pringle, Cade Otton, Hayden Hurst, and Isaiah Likely for my tight ends. I kind of like my tight ends there. And then my picks, I have 3 firsts and 2 seconds. I have the 104, the 107, and 111. This year I finished 6 and 8, finished in 9th place. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of stuff that I have to work on with this roster. This league wasn't a whole lot trade frenzy. It's pretty much people kept their rosters, kept their picks, unless I made an offer or something like that. So, going over the trades that happened this year, these are the only 2 after the draft. Traded Miles Sanders for a 23 second, and then traded Devontae Adams for a 23 first and Rashard Bateman. So 2 assets for 1, even though it's a really good asset. But I need younger help on this roster, that's for sure. Having Lamar at quarterback, my quarterback position is pretty much filled. If Russ can play good, then I have another good quarterback. Hoping so. If not, it is what it is. Hopefully Malik Willis pans out in Tennessee. We'll see how that goes. Running back, I have a very good young running back in Etienne. Zeke has been a reliable running back, not the greatest, but with his touchdown presence, we'll see what happens with Tony Pollard this offseason. But having 3 first-round picks, I'm basically needing to fill out my running back and wide receiver spaces. So wide receiver, I'm not totally hating where it's at right now. Obviously, Amari Cooper, top 10 wide receiver in the league last year, gets a offseason to work with Deshaun Watson, so I'm very much like Amari Cooper going into the year. Allen Lazard, free agent, doesn't know what's happening with Aaron Rodgers, so interested to see what happens there. Treylon Burks, I think, did very good in Tennessee when he played. He was just unhealthy all year, and the same for Bateman. Bateman's been unhealthy so far in his NFL career. But a guy I really like and think can be a good wide receiver 2 for fantasy. Wide receiver 2 or 3, really depending on Treylon Burks and Amari Cooper to hold me over until I get some help at the wide receiver and running back. Having 3 first-round picks is not bad in the league that I'm in. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with multiple first-round picks, so wasn't a whole lot of trades. We'll see what happens in this rookie draft. I know last one, there wasn't too many trades that went down, but having 5 picks in the first 2 rounds can definitely get me some better depth. I didn't have a whole lot to work with when I first picked up this roster as far as value and what I can move and what I can't. So I had to be very, I had a good wide receiver core of DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams, but I didn't have a lot of running back, tight end, draft capital, stuff like that. Like, I had to make some moves to kind of help this team in the future. So quarterback with Lamar, I'm set there. Running back with Etienne, I'm good there. I'm hoping either Cade Otton or Isaiah Likely can really pan out. If not, 2 seconds, maybe I can get another tight end in this draft class to kind of help that out. And then building depth in the running back and wide receiver. So obviously I need another running back. I need somebody, because although Zeke will probably be relevant for, I'd say, the next 1 to 2 years, possibly more than that, still relevant. I won't say someone that you have to have and someone that's going to be very efficient at the running back position, but somebody that you can always start. But other than that, there's not a lot. None of these other running backs are anything desirable, valuable, anything like that as of right now. Gus Edwards obviously gets points in Baltimore. I mentioned Snoop Conner. I pretty much got him in a lot. Got Jordan Mason just because of how the San Fran running back room was, and it did not help him out. And then Malcolm Brown was just another piece that I hope I could fill in during the season to have a starter. This roster very hurt this year. Lamar hurt. Lamar was hurt. We go down on the wide receivers. Bateman done. Burks was hurt. I didn't get much use out of Byron Pringle, KJ Hamler. Those guys, I picked up some of these wide receivers to kind of help that depth that I liked. And then tight end, I had to clear the tight end room that I had to get some of these younger guys, and Cade Otton and Isaiah Likely. Was able to pick up Isaiah Likely through free agency. He made it there somehow. So definitely love that I got him. And now, like I said, 3 first rounds. I'm looking at running backs with the first 2 picks, hopefully. And that 111, either getting a wide receiver that falls there or a tight end. I'm not really interested in a quarterback right now. I feel like with Lamar, Russ, and Malik Willis, I definitely have enough pieces in a one quarterback league to kind of go there. I need to get a for sure starter at tight end. That's going to be one of my issues. And having all my 2024 firsts, if I could get a roster where I feel like next year is looking very good, I'm okay with trading some draft capital to definitely get a tight end, especially in a tight end premium. Definitely wanting to get pieces there. So 6 and 8, definitely didn't expect to go 6 and 8. I thought it'd be a lot worse. My team was able to pull out some wins. I wish it didn't. Wish I got a little closer to some of these picks and be able to for sure get a Gibbs, hopefully Bijan, but I didn't lose that much, so not able to get him, but hopefully able to get some of these other running backs in this class. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, same as the last video, guys. Any feedback on this roster, any questions on your own rosters, anything like that, definitely leave that in the comments, and we'll definitely have a conversation there. Always down to talk Dynasty and just pick more brains and kind of, have that conversation. So if you guys enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.